In this video, we're going to take a look at covalent bonding. So by the end of this video, you will be able to explain how a covalent bond forms by sharing electrons between atoms. You'll be able to deduce the number of electrons or electron pairs that are shared within single, double, and triple covalent bonds. And you'll also be able to describe the trends in covalent bond length and strength. So let's start out by looking at what covalent bonds are. Well, covalent bonds exist and occur between non-metals. So in our examples here, we've got, for example, hydrogen, which is two non-metals. And then we also have chlorine, which is also non-metals. And a covalent bond has atoms that share electrons with each other in order to obtain a noble gas configuration. So if we take a look at hydrogen here, each hydrogen has one electron in the first shell. And so to form this covalent bond, they are each sharing one electron with each other in order to form a single bond. And by doing that and sharing those electrons, they both then essentially have two electrons in its valence shell because they've got one from themselves and they're sharing one from the other hydrogen atom. If we look at chlorine, same thing. They have 7 valence electrons each. So, in order to obtain that noble gas configuration, they need to share an electron with each other. So, this sharing means that they've got 7 electrons from themselves and then 1 electron that's being shared from the other chlorine atom, and that's what creates the covalent bond. Now, in terms of single, double, and triple bonds, a single bond, covalent bond, is actually made up of 2 electrons or 1 electron pair that is shared between the atoms. So if we take a look at our example here, the covalent bond formed between A and B is actually made up of this electron pair or 2 electrons that makes one single bond. For a double bond, it's 4 electrons that are shared between atoms or 2 electron pairs. So coming down to our double bond here, you can see there's 4 electrons shared or 2 pairs. And then a triple bond is made up of 6 electrons or 3 electron pairs. So looking at our triple bond down in this diagram here, you can see 6 electrons and that would make a triple bond. In terms of bond strength and bond length, let's first talk about strength. A triple bond is our strongest type of bond, followed by a double bond, and then followed by a single bond. So if we look at our data table here, we've got a carbon-carbon triple bond, double bond, and single bond. And then this value bond enthalpy, which you'll see in future lessons, is a measure of the bond strength. And this is actually in the data booklet as well. And you can see that for the triple bond, it's 839, goes down to 614 for the double, and then 346 for the single. For the bond length, single bond is longer than a double bond, which is longer than a triple bond. And so in our data table here, our covalent bond length is measured in picometers. And you can see triple bond is 120, so that's the shortest, followed by our double bond at 134, and then our single bond at 154. All right, so that's it for this video. We looked at what a covalent bond is, what it makes up a single, triple, and double bond, and then also what their strength and their length are relative to one another. All right, that's it then. We'll see you in the next video.